Ah, the passion of a recent graduate. The U.S. job market, by the way, has seen 3 straight months of job losses. So what's that supposed to mean for all the students graduating from college? Well, it might not be as bad as you think. According to the National Association of Colleges and Employers, companies plan to hire 16% more new college graduates than they did last year. Our next guest says that the market for entry-level candidates is actually strong. Brad Karsh is the president and founder of JobBound. JB Training Solutions, and is the author of this book. I just love the name of this, Confessions of a Recruiting Director, the inside guide to landing your first job. Brad, I've been interviewing you for a long time, so your first job must have been many years ago, but you've interviewed a lot of people for their first jobs, and this is what you do for a living. You counsel young people on getting work. I'm imagining that if you're in the financial services sector, this isn't a great market to be graduating into.
It's not. Unfortunately, that sector is the one that's the hardest hit right now, especially for the college students that typically, lots of them, head into that field, investment banking, etc.
Because they get a great starting salary when there are jobs. But there are other things that you say are strong. Give me some sense of where jobs are right now.
Absolutely. Well, the top majors for students right now are things like accounting, engineering, computer science, business administration. And there are a lot of companies out there, especially larger companies, that are recognizing that, hey, we've got this huge group of baby boomers that are all about to retire. In fact, it's estimated that at some companies, 60% of the workplace is going to be gone in the next 10 years, and they need to fill the ranks. Great place to start? College students.
All right, what do? You're a college student. A world is your oyster. You've got your GPA. You've got your diploma. In many cases, I think some people think that should get them a job. What is it that what's the one piece of wisdom you need to pass on to college students, or if their parents are watching us, that they can tell their kids?
If you don't have a job right now and you've just graduated, my best piece of advice is be flexible in the job search. You know, a lot of students kind of go into the job search right after they graduate and think, I want to work for one of the big 4 accounting firms in New York City. And if they don't get that job, then they're devastated. The fact of the matter is, there are thousands of accounting firms, let's say, in all sorts of different places. And if you can think medium size, even smaller size, those kinds of companies have lots of openings right now. The bigger companies, they hire well in advance. The smaller and medium-sized companies, they do just-in-time hiring. They're looking for people now.
All right, and we've got lists that we can show you on TV of a lot of the companies that have jobs that they are filling right now. What's the sense of career? Your first job out of college, is it the job that's going to set you up for your career? Is it the job you want because you should have a job? How should you think about holding out for the perfect job versus taking what's available?
Sure. I'm not a big fan of holding out for the perfect job because the fact of the matter is your first job is just that. It's your first job. It's not 40 years ago where you had one job for the next 30 years. The fact of the matter is now, right now, people have, by the time they retire, something like 7 or 8 different jobs or careers that they go into. Your career path is a winding road. It's not straight and linear. Get something, get some experience. Now, you don't want to go into something you know you're going to hate, but get some experience and then determine where it's going to take you.
Hey, listen, what do you call graduates these days? What's this age generation? Millennials, I think is the term?
Millennials, yes.
Now, what's their biggest issue when they go to work in their first job? Because I know you counsel both the people who get those jobs and the companies that have their struggles. What's the big struggle?
Well, there's a lot of struggles on the part of managers and millennials in the workplace. In this generation, it's not better, it's not worse, it's just very different. And the biggest thing I'm hearing from employers is this incredible sense of entitlement that this generation has. They come to work, after 6 months, they want to be a VP. After 6 months, they want to run the company. So my advice for college students is be patient, recognize you do need to pay your dues, and there's something to be said for experience.
Brad Karsh of JobBound, good to see you, my friend. As always, we'll pass that advice on, and we'll talk to you again.